Speaking with Thomas Line this morning on JustStocks from GCX Metals. Thomas, morning.
Hi, Andrew. How are you?
Very well, Thomas. Look, busy couple of weeks ahead for you as far as your flagship Dante project in Western Australia. What are the upcoming milestones here?
Well, pretty exciting for us. It's all action at the moment. The drill rig is on the Outback Highway right now on the way to site. So we're mobilised. My team are behind them. I'm flying out tomorrow to site via Alice Springs, which is pretty cool. But by the way, this photo behind me is on our tenement. This is the BHP crew flying in and out of our project right here, and that's where I'll be flying in. We've got a commercial airstrip on the tenement. So once we all get up there with our vehicles, we'll be flying in and out from the project. So it can be a FIFO operation, which is excellent. We've got 7,000 metres of initial RC drilling planned. That's across 17 kilometres of strike, which is shown to be mineralised from surface. So we know that we're going to hit mineralisation. We can confidently say that. And we've got two pretty exciting target styles that we're drilling, one of which is the same style which has produced the big Nebo-Babel BHP development of the south of us, which is a $1.7 billion mine development, which is only 15 k's to the south, and the Cu-PGE-Au-Ni deposit, which is only 10 k's to the south. So we've got a big magmatic copper gold target there, which we'll be drilling. They'll probably half or a bit more than half of the drilling will go into that, which we call the Cronus prospect. And we're also going to drill over 10 kilometres of strike of the outcropping high-grade platinum, palladium, gold, and copper-bearing reefs, which are sticking out of the ground and never been drilled.
And you've acquired a data set of historical work here, Thomas, that's worth around $15 million, have you?
That's correct. And that's why we've been able to progress to advancing drilling these targets so quickly. You know, this is not conceptual drilling. This is, very advanced targets. We've used that $15 million worth of data to produce new targets and interpret it with a new team that had never been used before and who look at the data in a way that has never been looked at in the past. The historical explorers did excellent work. They collected great data. And unfortunately, they ran out of money before they really got to start, using that data and testing the targets properly. But for the drilling they did do, they hit lots of mineralization. For example, at Cronus, one diamond hole there hit over 300 meters of disseminated magmatic copper sulfides with gold at the top and bottom of the hole. So we know there's a big mineral system there. And really this RC program is going to drill that out systematically on a reconnaissance style and learn more about it. So we're pretty excited to get the RC program going and use that data. We've planned a lot of this drilling. We've known where we wanted to drill for some time, and we'll be hitting it pretty hard.
Thomas, you mentioned the nearby BHP mine. There are some similarities also to the Bushveld intrusion in South Africa here.
Yeah, that's right. That's the beautiful thing about this type of geology. These big layered intrusive complexes, which is so that the Giles complex in the West Musgraves is a rare geological setting. You have a similar setting in the Bushveld in South Africa. Now, these rock types, these geology styles produce both the Bushveld style platinum, palladium, and gold reefs. The Bushveld has over 2.2 billion ounces of platinum, palladium, and gold, and huge amounts of copper, accessory copper, nickel, vanadium, and titanium, which at different points of the commodity cycle have each contributed greatly to profits of the companies that undertake mining in that region. But those rocks also produce big magmatic sulfide deposits like Julimar, for example, Gonyville from Chalice, also Nebo-Babel down the road, and Cu-PGE-Au-Ni, which are only within several kilometres of our tenement. So we have both of those target styles on our tenement. It's a metal-rich type of geology, and that's why we're really excited about it. And it's one of the few frontier provinces left on Earth, and certainly in Australia, where the metal sticks out of the ground and where there's not been much drilling. So I think we're in a very good position. They're big company targets. We're a small company, but we've got a very cheap pathway to drilling. All the heritage clearances are done. Drilling approvals are there, and we've got lots of targets ahead of us to roll into after the first phase of drilling.
I suppose, Thomas, just on that, given the size and the scale of these targets, talk to me a bit about your cash and enterprise value.
Sure, yeah. Well, we've actually got a very low EV given the size and quality of our targets. We had 1.7 million, including at December 31st, including a $200,000 refund to come back from the state government. And we just raised 2.1 million about 2 weeks ago. So we're in a good cash position. Our drilling is cheap, shallow RC drilling. The targets are either at surface sticking out of the ground or they're under 0.5 meter of sand. So it's not deep drilling. And we don't expect it to be an expensive program. And RC is a very cheap method. And we've secured some excellent RC drilling rates. So we can get a lot of bang for buck. We expect to be able to run several phases of RC drilling with the cash we've got and potentially rolling into some diamond drilling to follow up.
Well, Thomas, all the best for the start of the program. Thanks for joining us on JustStocks.
Thanks, Andrew. Appreciate it.